Let's jump into brainstorming in Lucidspark. Before we get started, I just want to highlight a few things here. You'll notice that right here on the left, we have our checklist, and our first section we'll be focusing on right here is brainstorming basics. Then you have your activity space. This is your space to mess around. You can't break it, so just know this is where we'll be completing the majority of our tasks. And then over here we have our license help. So these are the features that we'll be using, and if you have a certain level of license, you may or may not be able to access those features. So this is here just for your information, or if you don't have access to some features, it may also require you to reach out to your Lucid admin at your organization to ask more questions about that. So just want to make you aware of that as we get started. Now let's jump in. Starting with brainstorming basics. So when we start brainstorming, we always want to start with a prompt. And we've already written one here on your activity document for you, but if there's something else that you're needing to brainstorm, you can feel free to just double click and backspace and type in your own question. I recommend using a how might we statement. As you can see, that's what we've already got for you here. How might we design an eco-friendly water bottle for busy professionals? That's our prompt for today. The genius of a how might we question is that it is open-ended, because at this point in brainstorming, we're not filtering our thoughts. We're just flowing. Any idea goes. We don't say no, we just flow. All right, so we have our brainstorming prompt. Then the most basic way that we can start adding ideas to the board, getting them from our head into a documented space as quickly as possible, is using our sticky notes. So add 3 ideas as sticky notes. So I've added a few already for you here in your document, and you can just go ahead and double click and add your ideas to the 3 sticky notes there. If you need to pause the video to do that, go ahead and take that time that you need. Once we've got some of our ideas on the board, we might encounter a brainstorming block, or okay, I've got all the ideas out of my head and onto the board. Now I need help generating a few more. That's where collaborative AI comes in. So there are 2 ways that we can use collaborative AI in this situation to add more ideas to the board. We can first go to our primary toolbar and click on collaborative AI. Then we can select generate ideas. And I've already typed in a prompt here, features of an eco-friendly water bottle for busy professionals. And then we'll just click generate, and you can try this on your board as well. And you'll see the ideas appear. They might appear outside of the activity space, so you can just click and drag them over to the space. Perfect, so you can see now we've got some ideas thanks to collaborative AI. The other way that we can do this is we can ask collaborative AI to generate ideas based off of the ideas that we've already placed on the board. So in order to do that, what we'll do is we'll just lasso the sticky notes that we've already written. Then we'll go to collaborative AI right here, and we'll select generate more ideas. And what it's going to do is it's going to read these sticky notes we already have and generate more ideas based off of those. Perfect. Okay, so now we have even more ideas for our design of our eco-friendly water bottle for busy professionals. So again, take a moment to experiment with those different ideas and different features and different methods of using collaborative AI. Okay, so let's go ahead and check those off. You'll just double click on that square right there and they'll check right off. Now, if you prefer a bit more structure to your brainstorming, you can always use a mind map. So this is different in that you can't really move around the branches of your mind map like you can a variety of sticky notes, but a mind map, again, is a bit more organized and structured, and if your brain works that way, that is an awesome way to generate ideas. So what we'll do here is we have a mind map for you in your activity space already. And in order to add a few new ideas, all you'll have to do is go to one of the branches and select the plus button, and you can type some new ideas. So take a minute to add a few new branches to the mind map. It's also worth noting that if you need to access a mind map because you want to build one based off of your own brainstorming prompt, the way that you access a mind map is by going to your primary toolbar, and you'll select your organizers icon and go down to mind map, and then you'll just click on your board, and you can then type in your mind map topic and your branches. Great. All right. Now that we've done that, perfect. The last step of brainstorming basics is using an exercise template to help us with our prompts and help us generate even more ideas. So if we go to our template library in Lucid, if we just go up here to our template icon and we click on brainstorming, you can explore any of these templates with a variety of prompts and exercises to complete with your team in order to generate even more ideas. So for example, if we wanted to do brain writing 365, we'll just click on this eye. We can even zoom in to see kind of what it entails before we add it to our board. And then we can just click use template. And if you found one that you want to use, you'll just add it to your board by clicking on a blank space. And then you can explore some different brainstorming exercises. And that is brainstorming basics. So feel free to take some time and experiment with the features we just talked about. And I will see you in the next section when we cover brainstorming with others.